Story about resonance. The secret rhythm of heredity ****. The young girl and the old man met again under the familiar porch of the small laboratory, where electronic circuits and biological cell models lay side by side like two parallel worlds. Today, she asked a question that any student would have been confused about. Why is DNA copied so precisely? And does this mechanism have anything to do with the resonance circuit that you often talk about? The old man smiled, then placed a guitar string and a model DNA helix on the table. Underscore resonance circuit. The story begins with frequency. Energy doesn't just go through matter, he said. It creates a vibrational frequency in the matter. When the frequency is stable, it becomes a resonance circuit. He touched the strings lightly. You notice, when I pluck the A string on this instrument, another instrument placed nearby also has an A string vibrating, even though I don't touch it. The girl nodded. That's resonance. Two structures that have the same rhythm. DNA is like that. It carries its own frequency, and when it replicates, it passes this rhythm to the new strand. Underscore Base A, T, G, C are little oscillating springs. The old man opened the DNA model. Look, each hydrogen bond in the base pair is like a little spring. These springs vibrate at a very specific frequency. A always resonates with T. A G always resonates with C, not because the genome likes it, but because their frequencies match. The girl spontaneously blurted out, like two notes in a chord. That's right, he smiled. And when the DNA strand splits, each half of the strand still maintains its own frequency. That rhythm pulls the appropriate nucleotides in, like a string pulling the other string to vibrate. Underscore heredity equals transmission of rhythm, not just transmission of matter. The old man placed two incomplete DNA strand models in front of her. Do you think this replication is transmission of material? No. The matter is just the medium. What is really being transmitted is the resonance, the rhythm of life of the original strand. He said softly, heredity is not transmission of material, but transmission of the frequency that has formed in the carbon. The girl suddenly understood. Her eyes lit up. So when you inherit from your parents, you receive their resonance rhythm? Exactly. Life always transmits its rhythm. That rhythm is retained by the carbon. And DNA is just a recording of that rhythm. Underscore Why is DNA less likely to make mistakes? Because the resonance frequency is very narrow ***. The old man took a capacitor and an inductor from the component box. When you make a resonant LC circuit, you know, only one frequency passes clearly. A little off, the oscillation dies. He pointed to the DNA model. If the base is at the wrong frequency, it will not match, and the repair enzyme will eliminate it immediately. She laughed. So DNA is as finicky as an electronic circuit. Even finicky, he replied, because it is the rhythm of life. Underscore Life is constantly finding its own rhythm. The old man said, his voice low. You should notice. A zygote, just a tiny cell, but it vibrates in the right rhythm. Then from that rhythm, the heart is formed first, a resonator to maintain the flow of energy. He paused, looking into the distance. The rhythm of life was simple at first. But because it was simple, it was easy to create. Wherever there was water, carbon, and vibration, the rhythm could begin. The girl said softly, "There is no secret. It is just energy that wants to keep its trace." He nodded. "And that trace is you, me, all life that exists." Understood, understood. From resonance to evolution. The girl thought. If every DNA strand is a resonance circuit, what is evolution? He replied immediately. It is when the resonance circuit adjusts itself. The rhythm changes, the structure changes, new functions appear. She was silent for a moment, then looked at him. Like a remixed song? He laughed. "You are so right that I am jealous." Understood. Closing the chapter. Opening a new door. Before ending the lesson, the old man said softly, "You are learning DNA programming, but actually, you are learning frequency programming." She stood up, bowed her head. "I understand. Life is not born because of its complex structure, but because it maintains its own rhythm, and finds every way to maintain that rhythm." The old man smiled. "And so you have stepped one foot into the real world of life. Carbon. The memory of the universe ****. That afternoon, the girl walked into the lab with a puzzled look. She put the notebook on the table and said to the old man, "Teacher always says that carbon is the material of memory. But physics doesn't say that atoms have memory. How can something as small as an atom remember anything?" The old man sat down slowly, as if the question was a door opening to another world. Matter does not remember with consciousness, but with energy traces. The old man took a piece of graphite, pure carbon, and placed it in front of her. "Do you think memory is the brain's prerogative? No. Anything that leaves an energy trace has memory." He tapped the piece of graphite lightly on the table. "This noise, the force of impact, the vibration, all are traces. All matter leaves a mark. But carbon is different in one way. Carbon not only leaves a mark, but also responds to it. When energy is applied, carbon can recreate a new structure, a form of materialized memory." The girl whispered, "So carbon's memory is structure?" He nodded. "Structure is physical memory." Understood. Carbon, the element of 4 bonds and the ability to rewrite itself. He drew a carbon atom with 4 open bonds on the board. "Look," he said, "this is the magic of carbon. It can bond single, double, triple, or it forms rings, chains, planar plates. It binds to H, O, N, P, S. It assumes an infinite number of forms. Like a pen that can write every letter. And each of those forms," he emphasized, "is a character in the memory of the universe." The girl laughed. "Carbon is like a hard drive?" "That's close," the old man replied. "But more accurately, carbon is a hard drive, a processor, and a code writer." Understood. Energy frequency passes through carbon, creates chemical memory. He turned on an audio frequency oscillator. "See. A simple frequency can make water vibrate, a quartz vibrate. So when energy passes through carbon, it forces the carbon to change to the structure that best suits that frequency. Like quartz under voltage creates frequency," she said. "Yes. But carbon is more powerful. It doesn't just vibrate. It changes shape to keep that rhythm. And that's the basis for ATGC." How does carbon remember? The old man pointed to the DNA model. ATGCs are not random. They are stable states that carbon can maintain. Then he explained in the most familiar language. Carbon remembers in 3 ways. Underscore. One, marking by structure. A carbon molecule changes structure, keeps that structure, that's chemical memory. Underscore. Two, marking by vibrational frequency. Each carbon bond has a characteristic vibrational frequency, like musical notes that are never mistaken. Underscore. Three, marking by the next reaction. A stable structure will lead to a certain reaction, creating a chain memory, like programming. Underscore. The girl stood still, then said softly, "Carbon does not think, but it remembers what energy forced it to become." "You are right," the old man smiled. Underscore. Why can only carbon do this? The old man wrote in large letters. Polymorphy. No element is as versatile as carbon. A silicone is too hard. A metals are too monotonous. A gases are unstable. But carbon, like an artist who can play any role. He continued. Life chose carbon not by chance, but because carbon has the ability to store an infinite amount of energy states. Underscore. Carbon is the memory of the universe. The old man turned off the light and projected onto the screen images of carbon meteorites containing amino acids. Do you see? In ancient times, carbon brought the first memories from the universe to Earth. He said, "Wherever the universe sowed carbon, there is the possibility of memory, and the possibility of life." The girl asked softly, "So human memory is just a continuation of carbon's memory?" He looked at her for a long time, then said, "That's right. We are not creatures that think with flesh and bones. We are the extended resonance of carbon memories from billions of years ago." Underscore. Conclusion. Carbon does not create life. Carbon remembers life. The girl closed the notebook. Her heart lightened as if she had just understood a great secret. Master, if life is the frequency retained by carbon, then each life is just a note in the symphony of the universe. The old man smiled. And carbon is the most faithful scribe the universe has ever created.